and continue the rant.
We can't even fix the potholes here. Israel's a criminal state.
The whole infrastructure is crumbling. We got enough money to kill children and women, and the billionaire and the millionaire class don't care. The millionaires and the billionaire class do not care about us.
Israel's a criminal state. Don't go to the hospital.
Hey, can you tell me doing Masters of War?
Education here in the United States, and to end the policies that have devastating climate catastrophe across the globe. Even with legislators jumping from the clear policies disaster, military advisors declaring the war cannot be won. The cost of human life keeps mounting and is staggering daily, including the impact on U.S. service people, war staff, and people throughout the Middle East, continuing genocide by Israel against Palestinians, enabled by our attack violence. Plus the shock to all of us at gas pumps and supermarkets and deepening global economic crisis. All are tragic outcomes that this and future generations will be coping with. Each of our speakers today will briefly address one or another aspect of this war, its impact, and why we must unite to demand an end to the war. The human suffering must be stopped. Please raise your voices with me. No justice, no peace.
No justice, no peace.
U.S. out of the Middle East.
U.S. out of the Middle East.
Trump says more war, we say no war.
It's not the war here in the United States of America. We want to get rid of it here, and we want to get rid of it in Palestine and throughout the world. The United States and Israel together have committed the two most gravest crimes in our history. First, there was what is known by the International Criminal Tribunal for Rwanda and the international community as the crime of crimes, otherwise known as the crime of genocide in Gaza, and the international supreme crime of aggression in Iran, in Lebanon, and elsewhere.
Fox News says that.
And all of this is happening with our tax dollars and U.S.-made weapons, while we, as a population, are not complicit. We are participants. So we have a duty to end the slaughter, a duty to end the occupation, a duty to end the apartheid system, a duty to end the genocide, and to end the endless wars.
The West is complicit.
Whether
France, England, all of them.
Democrat, it makes no difference whatsoever. The United States is complicit. It is a partner in this heinous crime. It is an aggressor in this heinous crime against nations throughout the world, against the defenseless civilian population in Gaza. And let's not take our eyes off of the West Bank. We contribute on a daily basis with our tax dollars. Do not let the media confuse you. Settler violence is not separate and distinct from state violence. Settler violence is Israeli violence. Settler violence is state violence.
It's against Judaic law.
The illegal settlers in the West Bank are not acting in opposition to the state. They are doing the bidding of the state. Benjamin Netanyahu wants to have some cloak of immunity, wants to have plausible deniability by claiming that these are the extremists that are committing these crimes. These are the settlers that we don't support that are committing these crimes. Over 90% of complaints against settler violence don't get indicted. The state has a duty to indict and convict, but it does not. Why? Because it is the state, it is the Israeli apartheid regime that installs those settlers in the West Bank. It is the Israeli forces that protect those settlers. It is the Israeli officials that arm those settlers. It is the Israeli prime minister that aids and abets those settlers and builds settlements for those settlers and retroactively approves settlements that were built for those settlers. The hand of the state is involved in every element of settler violence. So when you see a settler, or when you hear on the news, a settler killed a Palestinian, that's an Israeli official. That's an Israeli army, an extension of the Israeli army that has committed that act of murder. And we are paying for it with our hard-earned money. Say no more tax dollars to Israel.
No more tax dollars to Israel.
End the wars on the Middle East.
End the wars on the Middle East.
Free Palestine.
Free Palestine.
And end the industrial complex here in the United States. We must bring true justice to those that are receiving these endless bombs on their villages, on their homes, on civilian infrastructure. We must put an end to it now, not tomorrow. We must let Gaza live. Because what is happening right now is an ongoing genocide. A genocide that doesn't look like the genocide we saw 2 years ago, where 200, 300, 400 died on a daily basis. But genocide still continues. Israel is creating conditions of life calculated to bring about the physical destruction of the Palestinian people. It will start with Gaza, and it's moving to the West Bank, and it will not end there. So we must bring it to an end. We as citizens in this country have a duty to bring it to an end.
Thank you so much. It is an honor to be here with all of you freedom fighters. This is truly shameful, and I want to start just by condemning the actions of the Chicago Police Department, arresting another freedom fighter, a good friend of the Chicago Committee Anti-War, a good friend, Andy Taylor. So I just have immediately contacted the mayor's office to investigate and condemn such authoritarian actions that are part of a trend, and very dangerous trend, to crushing dissent, to go after those who dissent, who speak up against these immoral, illegal, and atrocious wars that are not serving anyone in our country, that are not serving any of our neighbors, and that just making more and more money to the fossil fuel industry, to interests whose only motive is profit and power, and have gone to the extent to protect pedophiles, to justify these illegal, immoral, and atrocious wars. So my condemnation to arrest someone who is expressing, as is his right, to condemn these wars in a public way is a shame, and we will investigate this such a shameful action, and we will continue to fight everywhere against these illegal, immoral, and costly wars. Now, let me refer to the horrible state of affairs when we continue to see billions and billions of dollars to bomb innocent little girls in Iran, to try to install and continue to push a neo-colonial settlement in the 21st century, simply defies any logic, any moral grounds, any sense of justice and freedom. Can never justify such actions. The worst part of this, and I want to refer to the bombing of innocent little girls in Iran, because it's not only shameful, but it's an act of terrorism when this school has been under surveillance by our intelligence systems for years. Our government knew that there were innocent little girls in this school. Think about that. Knowing
Disgusting.
that you have little girls that go to a school that pose no threat to anyone, and to create a state of terror and suffering anywhere, we should never normalize or justify such actions. Those must be investigated, condemned, and those responsible should be persecuted as war crimes. I will also urge Mayor Mamdani to use his powers to arrest Benjamin Netanyahu.
Yeah!
War criminals should be
He
arrested
will
immediately. Our brother Andy Taylor should not be arrested.
eventually.
Those people protesting these illegal, immoral wars should not be arrested. For every day that passes, our country invests $2 million per day. And I said that with so much pain. When we invest so much money every single day to destroy human life, not only in the Middle East, in Gaza, in Palestine, in Lebanon, in Iran, for what? Look at what's happening in our country. Just in Madison, we saw and we heard a 13-year-old child condemning why and trying to explain why her dad was assassinated by the Madison police. That is what's happening in our country today. People are getting killed by death squads. Parents' dreams are being squashed every single day. This is not something that only concerns people in the Middle East or in Gaza or the Middle East or Iran. This concerns every single one of us. As a father, I tell you, these wars, when we stop all these senseless wars, we will be able to provide childcare for every American child. We can afford medical care for every single American. We can provide affordable housing for every single American. We will not stop SNAP benefits for poor Americans. These are wars on the poor. These are wars on working people abroad and at home. This is the time for us to wake up before it's too late. Today I tell you, the task cannot be more dire. As a father, as an immigrant in this country,
more than 3 million Iranians are forcibly displaced. They cannot go back to their home. And it's not about Iran, it's also Lebanon. More than 3,000 Lebanese have been displaced. So more than 1 million Lebanese have been displaced. By who? By who? By the US. Global leader of the free world. These people were killed by the leader of the free world. These people were displaced by the leader of the free world. So, the Trump administration tends to call us criminals when we use them.
Because of this war, and many of them are now quote-unquote not in the line of duty because they were during the quote-unquote ceasefire.